Welcome. It's the professor here. Very good evening. Oh, yes, I'm live. Very good evening to you on this Sunday evening for episode number 41. 41 times we give 41 weeks. I've been doing this in a row. Amazing. Amazing. Welcome. Don't forget, if you're watching a replay, don't forget to give me a shout out in the comments. But if you're watching live, give me a shout out in the chat. So I'm going to go. So here's the plan for today. We're going to go over the comments, of course, and then I'm going to do something new today. I finally managed to, I haven't actually done it yet, but they're almost done, organize all of my hard copy of DVDs and Blu-ray. So I'm going to pick two, which I've got ready today to give up my horror double bill recommendation. So we're going to go over that today, horror recommendation. Double bill. Hopefully you'll get the opportunity to watch the recommendation. But right now, let's head over to the comments and see what we can see. Here we go. And yes, look at this. I'm getting the hang of this. And I love going over the comments. My favorite bit, to see what people are saying. I don't always get a chance to see it. So Sunday's a good time for me to go in and check. Michael, thank you. Always waiting for next production. Yes. Oh, there was three I put together because people do like a longer listen. So these are three really good tales that I put together. Thank you so much for that, my friend. Love your transfer. Turning into winter, of course. John, thank you. Reinhard von Holst. The three tales. Third one was the best. Nice. Glad you enjoyed them. This was the one we talked about last week. And I jumped straight on it because I was excited to do it and create the Civil War ghosts story, which I think went quite well. So thank you, Guy Gladden. Appreciate that. Carl Roach, thank you. You're welcome, my friend. Thank you for tuning in. This, Thomas Waters. Supernatural element with a great plot. Yes, we had to make them so they couldn't get blown up too easy. This needs to be in cinema. Let's see. Maybe one day. Thank you, my friend. Masterful storytelling. The Chosen. 1406. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Great story. 9 out of 10. What could I do to make it a 10 out of 10? I know. Because this one didn't have the imagery. So imagery, it would have been a 10 out of 10. Excellent. Thank you. Daniel. Kathy is on there. Awesome. Thank you, Kathy. I haven't seen you on here for a while. Hope you're okay. That was me, Professor Shadow. Richard Daniel. Oh, where's my laugh? Melodor, Sins of the Fathers, indeed. Love your dogma stories and your voice is perfect. Keep up the good work, my lichen friend. Thank you, my friend. Isn't it strange that, was that Adrian Harrison? Thank you, Adrian. That some people can listen to my voice and find it really annoying, and some people find it enjoyable. I think it's fascinating how we all have our own likes and dislikes. Definitely on my top 3 on YouTube. Nice, thank you. Jason Collins, appreciate that. But then Elder and Serrano was next level. It was pretty good. Thorn is really evil. Nick Fury, nice. Wolf. Nice. Absolutely awesome. Spider. Thank you, Spider. What else? Tech company. Oh, here we go. Chris. Oh, this is a while back. Okay, so I've gone through most of them. Let's zoom back to me. Hello. And who do we have on this evening? Shelley. Got back from church. Oh, well, you're out and about. That's good news. Great news. Hope you're feeling much better, of course. Hope you're feeling much better. So then, while we're still waiting for people to join us, we can head over and share my next page, which is the videos I did. I didn't do that much this week. Apologies. Apologies. I did. This week, I did the trailer and the story of the regiment that time forgot. Hope you watched that and enjoyed that. And I did the 3 stories together. Only a couple of days ago I did that, which normally people enjoy. And I have been. So let me say something. If you're watching this replay, you're watching live, and you haven't subscribed to my channel up here, look, please go ahead and subscribe, because I want to get over this 11,000. It just keeps going up and down. It's like a barrier. So if you're watching, you think, oh, I like the stories, but I forgot to subscribe. Please go ahead and subscribe so I can get past 11,000. It's bugging me. Appreciate that. Yes, so the stories I did there and there, I have been working on the final confrontation, the portals with the siege of Dr. Thorne, where we see the army of our friends, our favorite characters, besieging Dr. Thorne to free Winter. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then you need to go and watch Portals and Crimson Dawn and everything else. But these are like characters that are consistent throughout the entire channel, and they're coming to a big head with one of the big bads. And I'm working on it. It's not finished. I'm working on it. It takes a little bit longer because I've got to make sure this one's right. But it is the draft. The ideas are down, and that's going to be special. It's going to be very special. So but it's going to take time. It's going to take time. So please bear with me. Excuse me, I have a drink. Lunchtime while watching. Nice. Hopefully having something nice. I actually had a roast chicken dinner today, and it was delicious with roast potatoes, Brussels sprouts. Not many people like Brussels sprouts. I do. Carrots I don't like, but I had a couple of those. And swede, love swede, so nice. And some stuffing, and gravy. My goodness, it was so good. So good, such a great meal today. And of course, lovely big piece of chicken. It was so nice. Talking of food, now how do we get to food? Yeah, Shelley's at lunch. So, what we're going to do today, I'm going to try something different today. So, every time I give them recommendations, I'm giving recommendations for films. So I thought, why not every week come up with 2? Let's call it the double bill, horror double bill. And I've got 2 films to recommend for you today. So let's go watch the first one. And let me grab that for you. Let me just share my screen. And I will share the trailer that is ready. So, okay, let's go. This, probably can't hear it. I don't know if you can hear it. Anyway, this is the trailer for the movie I'm going to recommend. Fiend Without a Face. And this is one of those movies I watched over and over and over again. It's Marshall Thompson. It's this guy. He's in quite a few of the old sci-fi.
Does it come
horrors
from another country or another
But this
world?
one is a really
This
interesting
terrifying
movie
menace that
because
T2 must destroy before it's too late.
In the beginning,
There it goes again, saying
if you've
something.
never watched it,
How can they stop this invisible
these
force
creatures
whose
that are
only
like
warning is
brains
a
going
weird,
around.
blood-chilling sound?
jump on people's back their brain acting like this, like it's happening right now. And why it's
Only
so
two people
amazing
still alive can help this
because I
agent find
remember
the answers.
when,
The girl who could be a spy.
when I was young and I
the
saw
scientist
the
who could
image
be
of
the destroyer of the
brain
entire human
on that
race.
guy's back, and I was always like, I really want to watch this movie. And I never had a chance to watch it. When I got older, I managed to watch it, and I watched it through. And it's one of those
I believe
films
it
now
feeds
that I
on the
watch again
radiation from
and
your
again
atomic
and
blast.
again.
And
So
it's
it's such a great
evil.
movie. If you haven't watched Fiend Without Face, I highly
There's only one
see
way:
it.
shut down your
Recommend
atomic plant. If I can get through, I can blow up the control room.
Such a great film. Such a great film to watch. So yeah, there you go. Look, here's the. Okay, yes, the effects are pretty dated today. They're pretty dated, but it's such a great movie. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch that. All right, let's get rid of this. Stop. Good. That's my first recommendation. If you haven't watched Fiend Without Face, go grab it. The trailer's on YouTube. I'm not sure if the movie's on YouTube, but the trailer's on YouTube. And here's another thing I want to do. I want to do this every week. I want to grab two movies and I'm going to show them. And one is going to be an older one, and then one will be a color one. So it may not be new, it's still going to be old, but it's in color. So the second one, I have the second one ready to go. And the second one, let me share this screen for you. Here we go. Didn't realize that I would get in trouble for showing a trailer. But anyway, the stream may be temporarily blocked. All right. Let's turn that. Let's not share trailers. So this one. Let's make sure I'm still live. Make sure they haven't kicked me off the air. Just bear with me 1 sec. I thought a trailer was for everybody. Bear with me 1 sec while I just check that I'm still live. Yes, I am. Still here, yeah. I had a warning because I was showing a trailer and I had a warning come up saying you're sharing other people's content. So I better not do that. So here we go. We'll do it this way instead. It's here's the movie, Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. Of course, it's a Hammer horror. And what I was saying was, when I first watched it, I didn't understand it. It was like I thought I was just Dr. Jekyll and Sister just trying to make a twist on it. But when you watch the movie, what they've done is they've almost made Sister Hyde that was Jack the Ripper when you delve into it. So it's actually based that Sister Hyde is Jack the Ripper. They don't say it, but it's hinted. It's hinted in there. And when I saw that, I thought, oh, the movie changed for me. It was like, oh my God, this is so good now. And Ralph Bates, I think it's Ralph Bates. Yeah. Is in there. It's incredible. Great film. So they're the two recommendations I have for movies to watch. And I honestly didn't realize that I would get a warning for showing a trailer of a movie. It's crazy. If I went blank for a while, I do apologize. So, I got the stories out this week. Stories for next week. There's still, the portal is on its way. It won't be next week. There's going to be some different types of stories again next week. And hopefully I can share my own stuff. Hopefully I can share my own things. I get in trouble. Hopefully got to watch some of these. I put some shorts out. So if you like a little bit of a jump scare, go ahead and watch these. These are really cool. And then I did one about some vampires, some ghosts, and then I did one about our favorite female vampire, Serana.
Moonlight, she was born.
So if you haven't watched that, it's a nice little video clips.
Fangs of ice, a
There's
heart
a bit
of
of music
thorn.
to it with Batsarana, and it's a great one to watch. If you've had a
From the
opportunity to watch our
shadows, she
friend, our
arose,
favourite female
dripping
vampire,
sorrow, crimson
let's just leave it on just for a sec to see if it tells me I get in trouble for sharing my own stuff.
sorrow
It's
were
interesting
her
to see.
home. Now she rules a blood-soaked throne.
Interesting to watch this back and see what happened when she shared that trailer. So I had a warning code. Do not share stuff.
Serrano whispers through the night, luring lovers
Obviously, I
in
recognise
her
this is my
sight. Beauty
video.
twisted, dark, extreme, in her arms forever dream.
Cool. Nice. Give that a watch. I thought it was a great little video. So I put a few shorts out. So head over and watch some of them shorts. Watch the couple of tales that I put out this week. And I will put one, maybe two out next week, because I am, like I say, working behind the scenes to make sure that our finale of Portals, so number 3, and the continuation of the Damien Knight series, is correct and perfect. And I know what I want to do with it. I've drafted it, but I want to make sure it's right. So it's coming. It's coming. We are very, very quiet today. Everyone must be busy today. Is everyone busy? But my YouTube channel has been like this for weeks and weeks, where it's just seems a little bit stuck. It's not growing or going down, it's just stuck. I don't know if maybe YouTube has got something against me. You never know. I've seen it before, so you never know. Maybe YouTuber, maybe it's too scary for people to watch Professor Shadow. 10,998. So here's the thing. Monday or Tuesday, I came in and checked my numbers, and it was right up 10,998 on Monday, I think it was. And I thought, okay, great. I'm finally going to get past the 11,000 mark, which I've been stuck on for many months. And then I came in and it gone all the way down to 9,991. And I was like, oh, great. Then it went back up to 997, 10,997. I thought, okay, it's getting there. And then boom, straight back down again. And now we're back up to 998. So make sure if you're watching the replay, because not many people on today, but if you're watching the replay, make sure to subscribe, because I want to get past that 11,000. It's bugging me. It's like it's teasing me this week. Teasing me. Oh, John's on. Hello, John. Good evening. Good evening to you. It's just I was just sharing a couple of films to a couple of movies recommendations, and I shared the channel from YouTube, and it gave me a warning. So maybe that's why no one's on here, because it gave a warning up. So it's probably not recommended to anybody now. They got a warning from YouTube. So I don't think they like me very much. But anyway, so if you weren't here, the two movies I recommended, I won't show them as trailers. I had it all set up. I had a great little Sunday night in the shadows set up. I had the trailers ready. So I play the trailers, we'll watch the trailers, talk about the trailers, and show the movie, just a trailer and recommendation. And what do you know? YouTube says no. So I recommended this one. Fiend Without a Face. And I recommended this one, Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. So there were the two recommendations for me this week. And hopefully they didn't cut me out. But Dr. Jekyll, Sister Hyde, like I don't know if they cut me out on this bit, I'm not sure. But when I first watched it many years ago, I didn't. It was okay. It was a Hammer horror movie, Hammer movie. So I enjoyed watching it. And it's got Ralph Bates in it, and yeah, it was great. I didn't really get into it that much. I was just like, it's just a normal film, normal Hammer film is better. Then I realized what they were trying to do with the film, and that was trying to portray that Sister Hyde is actually the reason that Jack the Ripper murders happened. So that was then when you look at it from that perspective and you start to understand it more, then it really gets really interesting. So so that's a great film to watch. Great film. So I managed to. We're still in the process of sorting out my films, my DVDs and Blu-rays, hard copy of everything. And I was going through some today, and I thought I must recommend those two because they're so good. I want to try and do that every week, but now I know not to do the trailers on YouTube. They will swear at me and say, "Don't do that," slap my wrists. So I mustn't share stuff. But yes, interesting films. If you haven't watched them, they're great. The trailers are on YouTube. Both trailers are on YouTube, but I can't share them because I get trouble. As I was going through my hard copy of films, I thought there's so many when I was doing it. So I thought, what I'm going to do is every week, I'm going to grab a couple of movies and I'm going to share. I'm going to get one old, one sort of like black and white one and one color one, like a horror double bill of films to watch. I'm going to share every week. I'm going to grab a couple and share. Now I know I can't do the trailers, but I'd be happy to share the hard copy cover. I have a few, so we can go through them together. If you look interested, I'm excited to watch that. If you haven't watched them, you're in for a treat. I don't think they're going to be available on YouTube. I can double check real quick. I don't think they are. Let me have a look. I doubt it's going to be available. No, just the trailers. Just the trailer. Of course, it's good, great movie. It is not as good. I mean, the number one Dr. Jekyll movie is the Frederick March and the 1932 version of Jekyll and Hyde. If you haven't watched, I'm going to another recommendation. If you haven't watched the 1932 version of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, what are you doing? This is like the Dr. Jekyll movie. So good. Must watch it. But I wanted to recommend Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde because of that Jack the Ripper element. The foggy streets of London, the murders, the tie-in with Jack the Ripper. Oh, it was so good. Once you realize that, it was so good. So Dr. Jekyll, Sister Hyde, you cannot get on YouTube. I'm not sure where you could stream. Probably Prime. Probably stream on Prime. Yeah, probably have to pay for it. I don't know. And Fiend Without a Face, I'm not sure. That's quite even older, so maybe it's in the public domain. Fiend Without a Face. What a title. Fiend Without a Face. What an amazing title that is. My goodness. No one else. It's the title, isn't it? Imagine someone said to you, "Hey, have you seen that new movie, Fiend Without a Face?" My goodness, that's that. You would want to watch that on the title itself. Oh, hang on. We could be in luck. Fiend Without a Face, the full movie is available on YouTube. Excellent. Look at that. Fiend Without a Face, full HD movies for free. Nice. It's available. So you can get one. You can get one. Nice. I didn't think it'd be available. But it is. I wish I could share the video with you, but I don't want to get kicked off. So who do we have? We don't have many people today. We're very quiet today. I don't know what people are up to. Perhaps the fiend without a face has come to them. Yeah, it's available on YouTube. Amazing. I didn't even know that. I didn't think it would be, but it is. Such a great picture. Look back. Look at that. Look at that image. Look at that image. That's so good. You would fiend without a face. Well, I'm gonna nick something out of that for sure. That's so good. What a title, Fiend Without a Face. Amazing. I like that. And of course, it's got Marshall Thompson in it as well. If you don't know who Marshall Thompson is, an actor from the 50s, 60s, and he did quite a few. I think he was in the movie It Conquered the World as well. Yeah. Good. There's a couple of others as well. Was he in? I think he was in The Thing. Not Thing from Another World. I can't remember the name. Anyway, he's in one of them ones where the spaceship goes up, and they're trapped in the ship with an alien. He's in that as well. Marshall Thompson. What a character. These great names. Great names. But today, most people wouldn't even know who they are. Wouldn't even know who they are. They entertained us for so long and shaped our childhood. And today, if you went if you went to somebody and said, "Have you seen a movie with Marshall Thompson in?" they wouldn't even know who he is. Which I was watching something today, and on that note, we have an amazing character, Marshall Thompson. I know who he is. Maybe you do, but 90% plus of the population wouldn't know who this guy is. In the day they would, but now they don't know. They don't know who he is. He shaped sci-fi movies, and he was in many movies and shaped the way we watch them and truly entertained us. But today, like we say, many people wouldn't even know who he is, which goes to show something. And this is why I heard the other day. It is that whatever you're worrying about today, whatever's happening right now, or you're worried about the future or the past, at some point it won't matter. It really won't matter. Like Marshall Thompson, he does matter. But many people wouldn't even have heard of him. And when we're 150 years time from now, people won't even have heard of us. So really, if we have anything on our minds that keep us anxious or worry, it's pretty pointless, really, because in 150 years, who's going to care? So live your life today. Watch all the old horror movies and don't worry about it. Listen to Professor Shadow's stories and enjoy everything. And say good evening, Professor Shadow from Tubby. Hope you're doing well. So Tubby's been chatting all day with her friends, so I haven't actually seen her much today. I haven't seen her much at all today. She's been so busy playing games and chatting with her friends today. I haven't had a chance to see her that much. Just briefly, So get off the game. But it's that age. I have YouTube, excuse me, while my phone. Yeah. I have YouTube Premium, so watching videos, movies is nice. Good. Lunch is over for Shelley. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you for saying that, Professor. Love that. Banish your worries from your heart, for nothing matters in the end. Nothing really matters. Only family matters. In the long run, you think about 150 years ago, probably where you're standing right now, sitting right now, there was someone else close or in the same place. And they had all their worries about, you know, maybe this person, that person, what, will this happen? Will I get this? Will I be able to trade this? You know, and they were worrying about it. Will I get my own house? Do I have to stay in somewhere? Today, it doesn't matter. Burger King, the staple diet. Excellent. I haven't had a Burger King for ages. Ages and ages. I did go out. I actually had a roast dinner today, but I actually went out last Monday. We went out to a restaurant, and it was Monday, and they do like a carvery. We had the big carvery at the restaurant. So nice. Turkey was so good. My goodness. I may have to go there again this week. It was so good. You know, when you get your potatoes so crispy, my goodness. That's perfect. That was right, just right. We've never been there before. I went there the first time last week, and that was really, really good. If you like roast and you like a carvery, I like it when they carve the meat, put it on your plate. That's big lumps of turkey. So good. Probably making everyone hungry, right? All gone in my tummy now. Nice. I didn't know that vampire. What sort of Burger King was it? Because I didn't know vampires actually ate Burger King. Maybe it was a special dish for a vampiric creature like Shelley. Crispy taters are the best. Indeed, they are. And they did them just right. They were just right. So good. Meat. Oh, pure meat. Sure, I'm starving. Well, I'm going to make you even more hungry. I don't. But this is a particular taste. So, my partner, my wife, made banana bread this week. No, I'm going to tell a lie. She made banana bread last week, and it was gone in 2 days. So this week she had to make more. It's so good. I can't help myself. And if anyone is a banana bread freak like me, but when that banana bread is on the side, that is gone. That is gone. There is nothing to replace that. That is just done. Banana bread freaks, make a stance. Let me hear you. Banana bread is so good. So good. But so bad. I saw how much sugar went in there. Good, coffee's done. Apple pie is good. Apple pie. I don't know how we've gotten to food. John is going to be so hungry by the end of this chat. He's going to be starving. Ravenous. Apple pie is so good. I've made banana bread in the past. It's really so I'm telling you, if that and just traditional bread pudding, not the one you put the cream over and milk, but just the bread pudding on its own. You just take a bit, take a piece. The reason I like it is because when I was younger, my mum used to make this all the time, and it was so good. I'm a huge fan of apple pie. Oh, look at this, I've got it going. This is crazy. Apple pie is so good. Apple pie is so good. How did we get onto food? I don't know. I think it was Shelley's fault. It was Shelley's fault. Because she was having lunch at Burger King. Me, exactly. I don't think I'll have Burger King. I might go back to that and have a carvery tomorrow, actually. I might go there and check them out. I can't remember what it's called now. I remember it was somewhere in a place just down the road from me called Little Melton. Little Melton. And there's a place here, there's a carvery. This was actually really nice. Might hop over there tomorrow. The dragon was hungry. Feed the dragon. Feed the dragon, or the dragon feasts on you. Nice. Instead of fiend without a face, you got dragon without a meal. It's very hungry dragon. Ah, dear. I don't know where I'm going with this chat today. I'm just off in the clouds. I'm off in the clouds today. Dragon without a meal. Great. Yeah, so let's get back on track. Thinking of, I'm actually getting hungry. I've eaten so much today. I'm now getting hungry already. Think about it. But I do still have half of the bread pudding left. It's all over the place today. Who cares? So let's get back on track. I don't even know what I'm doing. Anyway, so where are we? I've already gone over the tales I put out this week, and it's been a quiet week. It's quiet today as well. Quiet on the live, on the chat. There's one point it was 0 p. I was talking to myself. I'm actually an expert at that. So. But it's quiet here, and it's been quiet really all week. Like I was saying, my numbers for YouTube have been crazy. It's like up, then back down. It just won't go over that mark. So don't forget, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe right now and get me over 11,000. Get me over 11,000. You're stuck. It's like a barrier. It's like a wall. They get close. I'm on 998. And it keeps going up to 998 and then going dropping right down again. And I think people are probably joining, subscribing, and then wait till it gets and quickly unsubscribe. Yeah, so check out the tales I put out this week if you haven't already. The Regiment That Time Forgot. Something we talked about last week, and intrigued me, so I had to get it done. So I managed to get it. And I put 3 stories all in one. I realized I've done 3 and I hadn't done it. Apologies if you were waiting for the 3 together, and I totally forgot about it, but I did get it out this week. And those were the independent stories I did over the weeks. And I put the 3 together, so you got a long tail. If you're watching in the background, yeah, please get me over that 998. It's great. It's been stuck there for many weeks. I think someone at YouTube is just watching, going, "Ah, he's nearly there. Let's take one off." So I have been working behind the scenes feverishly on the conclusion of the Portals saga, and this is the one where our favorite characters are banding together to save the one and only Winter, who's been ensnared and trapped by Dr. Thorne inside a portal that is so powerful even Winter cannot break free. And the only reason he can't break free is because the portal is fed from Winter. So he's almost fighting against himself, which is a battle even he cannot win. Or can he? So we have our friends, we have our favorite characters. We have Serana, we have Elder, we have the Flea and the Gnat. I like to call them by their nicknames. And now we have Damien Knight and Professor Archer all on the team. And we have the Alpha. We have a small army. We have a small army to go and try and rescue Winter against Dr. Thorne. Bearing in mind, Dr. Thorne is the creator of Elder and Serana. The creator. Can a vampire kill or defeat its creator? We will find out. We will find out, because they do have some help. They have some help. They have the Alpha. That's a big heavy hitter. But they also have Professor Archer and Damien Knight from a crossover series. Because when I was thinking about this, I concluded that Serana and Elder, powerful as they are not powerful enough to defeat Dr. Thorne. Even with the Alpha, now look at the twist. The Alpha now joining sides with Serana and Elder. In Crimson Dawn, they were bitter enemies. Now they fight for the common cause of freeing the one and only Winter. Can they do it? And that's why I needed to get them some backup. They needed backup. They needed someone with knowledge of vampiric nature. And who better than Professor Archer and Damien Knight? So now we have the team, the army. Daisy's on, good evening. The army ready to try and take down Dr. Thorne. Can they do it? I don't know. Well, I do know, but I'm not going to tell you. But what an amazing finale this is coming to. I've been working on it this week, and it's not even nearly done. It's not even close. Because I want to get it right. I want to get it right. So bear with me. It's coming. And it's going to be awesome. Going to be awesome. Of course. So do watch. And do enjoy, and do like, do share. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because it really helps me. It really helps me. So something maybe you don't know. So when you watch YouTube, sometimes adverts will pop up on feeds. If you have, is it YouTube Prime or something? Whatever it is. You don't see the adverts. But every time somebody watches one of the stories, YouTube pays the creator a small amount. Okay? And then people say, oh, I hate the adverts on YouTube. They really shouldn't have adverts. What's the point in trying to watch something when they have adverts? And then you're going to go behind the scenes the creation of the tale. Number one is time, the amount of time you put into it. But then the software that you use to put on it. I mean, we have Premiere Pro, we have all of the Leonardo, we have Luma Dreamweaver, we have Pica Arts, we have Suno, we have all of these programs, which the fee that YouTube pay creators for doesn't cover it. It won't cover it, which is why I'm fortunate that I do have some other things that earn me another business, and this is my hobby. So I enjoy creating and I don't mind spending that. So I've seen this before, not recently, when someone like, oh, what's the point in watching it with adverts? You have to have adverts because the creators are giving their time and they're probably paying more. I know I am. I know I pay more to create than I receive from YouTube. Why do I do that? Because I love the creation I love the end result of the stories I create. I love sharing the information with you that are watching. So the next time you're watching and you think, oh, that advert is really getting up my nose, and spare a thought for the creator who sat there probably all week to create this one video for you, and the expense and the time they put in for it, what you've given to watch it, your enjoyment, and what YouTube give the credit is nothing. My channel definitely does not cover the costs I put into it. Just dismantle the soapbox right now. Put it away. That fits nicely. And let's move on. Good evening, Daisy. I know I said good evening to you already, but thank you again for coming on. It's a really quiet one for us today. You missed the most exciting part, which was when we was talking about food. We were talking about what the food we've had. And yes, it really went crazy. YouTube Premium, that's it. Yes, YouTube Premium pays a small amount every time someone watches it. It's very small, very small. It doesn't cover the costs of YouTube. Soapbox. It packed away nicely. It fitted away. Yes. Good evening. I was just saying good evening. Food. Yes. It was all Shelley's fault. The food was all Shelley's fault. That's it. Good. Talking about Burger King, and I had to tell you that my partner made an amazing banana loaf. That was it. That was amazing. I still got half to go. Oh, Daisy had Burger King as well. Look, we're back on the food subject. Double Burger King. I haven't had Burger King for so long. So long. Closest one for me is quite a drive, so I probably wouldn't get out. I don't know if I really would eat it anyway. They should have like as us humans have our fast food restaurants. Have you advertised it? Yeah, I'm not really interested. I do it because I enjoy it. I think I think that's why you'll see a lot of people start and quit YouTube. And I think if you do it to earn money, you put it as a job, and who wants a job? Who wants a job? I certainly don't. I'm happy doing what I do. I'm not going to say. I have another business, so of course I put all of my fees through another business, so I get away with it. So I'm fine. And, but I'm happy with that. I love creating. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. It's too much. Like this week, I've been busy. I've been busy these last few weeks, and I'm starting to get a little bit more time now. So hopefully we can crack on. And someone said to me the other day, I was actually at the gym, and someone I know has been a friend of mine for many years, and he's actually a singer. And he said to me, he said, "How's the YouTube channel going?" He said, "How do you keep coming up with the ideas?" He said, "You got like 400 stories on there. How do you keep coming up with the ideas?" And I was just like, well, I've always loved and been a passion for these horror movies, sci-fi movies, and they've always been in my head. And growing up, I think I spoke about this before, but I had like a cine camera and a cine film. I still got some here. Probably worth a pretty penny by now. But yeah, and used to get this little booklet. I'd love to get hold of it again. But I used to get this little booklet, and it had all the little images of the movies, horror movies, and you could get them on cine camera, and you'd look for them. Think, I was only 12. So I had no money. I had zero money, so I couldn't buy anything. I'd go and do a job as a paper. I never did a paper round for a little bit, and I was a milk round as a milk boy, getting paid to go and deliver milk with the milkman. And I'd save my money up and go and get a movie on cine camera, horror movie. So I'd be looking through which one, but I don't know if everyone's brain works like this, but mine definitely does. And when I see the image, and I'd already be creating the story in my head of that film and what the story is going to be. So I'm looking, imagine looking through a catalogue. And like I showed you a while back, I've got this big encyclopedia of horror. And I had this as a child, and I'd look through it and see the image and think, I didn't read it. I just looked at the pictures. I'd look at the picture and think, that's probably in my head. I'd be creating the movie already. So now I already had all these little stories in my head that were never created, were never let loose. And now I can, with the invention of AI, I can go to Leonardo AI, for example, type in the image that I want, and it will give me an image. And from that image, I can look at it and I can think, okay, I already got an idea, but now I'm going to weave the tale to give to you, to share, not just to give to you. I'm a very selfish person. I believe selfishness is a good thing. I believe we all need to be a little bit selfish and do things for ourselves, of course being empathetic to help others, but also we need to look out for ourselves as well. And I do it as well because I love the tale. I want to create the ending. I want to see it myself. It's good to know. I knew you were doing function. Otherwise, you wouldn't visit Disney World for almost a month with a wife and child, especially when you include travel. Oh, absolutely. Anyway, so I'm actually going to be there again in May. I have. So there's a company that is in Tampa, St. Pete, and I'm actually associated with this company as well. So I get to go over, do a little bit of work, and then go and stay at Disney World. I love Disney World. Another thing. So Disney World is completely different to the horror movies, right? completely different. But Universal Studios are now bringing in Dark Universe. So you're going to have the Universal monsters. It's like an area for Universal. My goodness, it's going to be heaven. Yeah, I'm going to go in May. We're going back in May because I've got some work to do, and why not? What ho, vamps and wolfies, it's Reinhard von Holst. Good evening, my friend. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Good evening. Oh, but one thing I didn't get to do this week was watch the film, the new Nosferatu. It's available on stream, Nosferatu, and I haven't had a chance to watch it. I've just been busy. It's been really busy. Really busy. Welcome, my jolly good fellow. Good evening. Jolly good. You join us right on the end, but you joined us, so that's great. You made it. Yes, you said you'd watch it, Antonio. Yeah, I was going to watch it. I didn't actually get a chance to do it. We were going to watch it, and something came up, and we didn't get to do it. And then something came up, and we didn't get to do it. Of course, so I'm going to have to make some time next week to watch it. I've heard some reviews. I'm trying to keep an open mind when I watch it. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully. I'm looking forward to it. The new Nosferatu. Brilliant. Okay, good. Yes, the new Nosferatu was stolen from Bram Stoker. And the film, the original Nosferatu, 1922, they had to take it off the market, and I think they destroyed some of the film, and they only refound it to bring it back to life. It almost was lost in time because the wife of Bram Stoker said, that because of copyright and because he literally stole it, the idea from Dracula, the book, that she was going to just tell them they can't have it because of copyright. Well, she's going to sue them. So they took it off the market, and many of the prints were destroyed, but they did have one. She did sue them. Okay, she did sue them. I know they had to destroy prints. I have the 22 version, 1929 on DVD. Me too. Such a great atmospheric movie. So great. Yes, I am going to get around to watching that for sure. It's just my life at the minute is just so busy. So busy. Good in one way, but time-wise is bad in another. Because the character in the new one is the same guy that played Pennywise in the remake of It, right? I will get around to watching that for sure. Definitely this week. So normally my day off, I do have a day off. I have a day off on a Wednesday. But these last few weeks, people have been booking calls with me for something completely different. So I've had to go on and do calls, Zoom calls, and that's taken up my time on a Wednesday, so I haven't been able to do it on those days. But hopefully this week I am free, so I'll probably try and get to watch it. Imagine that. Imagine if it was lost in time. It's like the movie, the Lon Chaney movie, London After Midnight. The print is lost. The print is lost. You cannot get this film. You cannot get it. If you got it sitting in your basement, which you won't have, but if you have it sitting in your basement, dig it out. The film London After Midnight. Lon Chaney, in his portrayal of that vampire with all the pointy teeth, is lost in time. And this was almost lost in time. There's so many other films that have been lost. Some great comedy ones with Lauren Hardy, they've been lost in time. And yes, Nosferatu was almost lost in time. Think if it was, we wouldn't be talking about the remake. There wouldn't be the 3 or 4 remakes, whatever there is. I have seen Renfield with Nicolas Cage, yes. It was more of a... It wasn't really... it's like a bit of a spoof. I think it's a bit of a spoof. Yeah, funny. Cheesy and yeah, it's interesting. Loved it, yeah. So you have to eat the bug to get some power. Interesting. Well, until next time, I love you. All be safe. Getting better day by day. That's good to hear, Shelley. We're all thinking of you and hoping, praying. You become stronger and stronger every day. Yeah, Renfield. That was actually too bad. If as a spoof, it's good. Eat some bugs like Renfield. Yeah, they make you strong. Safe and have a great week. Yeah. Nice. So here we are at the end of the chat for Sunday night in the shadows with me, the professor. Thank you for joining me, and hopefully I can see you next week, and maybe, who knows, you may even join in and say hello on the chat to me. In the meantime, look out for new stories coming out this week. Don't forget, could you do a longer chat one day where you show us some video creation? Oh, that's an interesting concept. Interesting concept. Maybe I could do it. Thinking how that would work. So I'd literally have to share my... I did something. I did a bit of work today for a completely different subject. I wonder if I can share. I don't know. Window. I suppose it's share window, isn't it? Yeah. Aha. So this is a completely different subject. But this was a video I was working on just for totally something off track. So yeah, so I suppose I could, technically. I actually did one. Let me get rid of that. Let me pull up a different one so I can just play around just quickly for the last couple of minutes to see if it works. I hadn't thought about it. Just bear with me while my system did I even save it? I don't think I did. Yes. Okay. So here's what I did. I actually did this today. Window. Yeah, you have to share window to change it. So this is obviously Sorana, and here is the Premiere Pro, of course. And these are pretty easy ones. I just drag and drop the videos that we created in AI in here, put a bit of titles over the top, create some music, and put it on. Pretty straightforward. But obviously, using Premiere Pro is there's a lot to it. When you know it, it's pretty easy, but it can be a bit of a pain if you're not sure. There is a big learning curve. But yeah, Premiere Pro for me is the one. Of course, you can use other stuff. There's other programs. I did like this little title here. Look at that. Even though we need an extra N, there's obviously AI. We need an extra N there. Sorana the vampire. But I love this. Look how she looks at you there. Look at that. goes in, she's getting a little bit angry, and all of a sudden there she is. There's a real true self. Look at that. Maybe we can do it. Maybe we can make a short or something for the channel. We shall see. On that note, friends, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate you joining me this evening. Don't forget to look out for me next. And if you are sitting there watching, I don't get many people watch these lives, but maybe it's you. Maybe sitting there watching, thinking, yes, I do enjoy the professor's stories. I appreciate the effort that he puts into all of the work, even though I don't have YouTube Prime, Premiere, whatever it is, and I have to watch the adverts. And even though you're watching and think, oh, these adverts are a little bit annoying, just remember that all creators creating will hardly be paid for what you're watching. Personally, that the fee doesn't cover what I do here, not even close. So the amount of software I use, time, I do it because I enjoy it. So treat it as enjoyment. And then don't forget to subscribe to the Professor Shadow channel if you haven't already, because I need to get over. Look, I'm going to show you. If anyone's still, look, here we go. I wonder if the number, it doesn't come up. It doesn't come up. Oh well, it doesn't come up for you. It comes up for me. On 10,998 subscribers. I've been trying to get over 11,000 for about 2 or 3 weeks, and it just won't go. So make sure you subscribe. On that note, friends, thank you for watching me, and I will chat. Get ad block. It doesn't work on mobiles, but all right. I will see you next week. Take care, my friends.